Boy lived with his parents in a village. One day, after many years, the boy went to his grandfather's village. There he played with his grandfather all the time. One day he said to his grandfather, "Grandfather, when I grow up, I will become very successful. Can you tell me some ways to become successful?" Then his grandfather looked at him smilingly and said yes, he would give him. He takes them to a plant shop, where small plants were available. From there, his grandfather buys 2 small plants and comes back home. After coming home, he plants one of them in a big pot, and leaves it in that pot. He keeps one plant inside the house, and plants the other plant outside the house. Then he asks his grandson, "That which plant do you think will grow better in the future?" The child thought a little and told his grandfather that the plant we have planted inside the house will be able to grow well because it will be safe from every problem inside the house, and the plant we have planted outside is at risk of many things, like strong rays of the sun, storm, heavy rain and animals. That plant is also at risk. His grandfather smiled and told him that let's see what happens to these 2 plants in the future. Then after 4 years the boy again goes to his grandfather's house. After seeing the grandfather, he again meets him. He asks, "Grandfather, last time I asked you how to be successful in life, but you did not tell me anything, but now you will have to tell me." His grandfather smilingly told him, "Of course, but first of all let us see those 2 plants." Telling him what we had planted a few years ago, his grandfather took him to the same place where he had planted the plant inside the house. He saw that the plant had grown into a big plant. Then he went to the place where he had planted another plant outside. He saw that that small plant had now become a very big and huge tree. Its branches were very strong and long, and its shadow was falling on the entire ground. Now the grandfather of the boy looked at him and said to him, "Tell me which plant has become bigger and stronger. Which plant has become more successful?" The boy said, "That is the plant which we had planted outside." "But grandfather, how is this possible? This plant has faced many dangerous situations, but it must have faced many problems. But still, how did this plant become such a big tree?" His grandfather looked at him and said, "You are right. The plant we planted outside must have solved many problems, and by dealing with the same problems, it has become so big and huge, and now he can grow his branches as much as he wants, and the problems like storm and heavy rain make his branches even stronger, and that is why today he has become a very huge tree, and now all these problems are in front of him." Then his grandfather looked at him and said to him, "Son, always remember one thing, unless you struggle in your life, unless you go through difficulties, you cannot achieve success in your life. If you always keep comfortable choices in your life, then you will not be able to grow as much as you can in your life, and if you are always ready for every problem, always ready for struggle, then it is not impossible for you to achieve any destination." After hearing this, the boy took a deep breath, and then he started looking towards that huge and big tree. His grandfather's words were roaming in his mind. Friends, problems, obstacles, difficulties. These things we consider people as enemies of our life. But these obstacles and these difficulties make us stronger and more successful in our life. And someone has said that if you are not facing problems in your life, then understand that you are on the wrong track. So friends, if you want to spread this story to more people, then like this video, so that